Hi, how's it going? This is my channel. This is a trailer. What does the word trailer mean? Trailers are really just introductions that are less than, say, 5 minutes. So I'll try to just be very empathetic towards agnostic people who are psychoanalytical. There's gonna be no flashcards here. There's gonna be no corny, cringy, corpe dunce cap ridicule. There's gonna be no voting for any president. There's gonna be no creepy, simulated forms of trashing on people who are dyslexic or anal intentive or sociopathically driven. My whole purpose to be in this world is to seclude myself and to read my own sort of like cordings and to creep you out with my sort of angled agnostic formulated systems that my brain has become more bohemian, more artistic, more secluded, and more formulated out of healthy apathy training through doing artwork, through studying psychology, through observing human behavioral patterns around me, through teaching people how to be secluded and artistic and not slaves. I formulated empathy through training myself, through doing something to myself, which I will have in videos, and you will watch the videos or not. But if you do, you'll understand what I've been through and what my brain has done for itself. Um, it wasn't planned out. Nothing is planned out. Methodical people are not planned out. We just do what we have to do because it's in a moment, and it's always going to be like that for people like me. So in this channel, I will cover systematic modes of constructs of correlated empathy trainings. I will cover child psychology and how sexual assault and protocol forms of sexual assault through sociopathic means affect children the most between the ages of 4 to about 13 years old. I will also be covering a sexual entrepreneur class through studying tantra and organic forms of estrogen that can be actually induced naturally through inducing yourself with certain plant matters. Um, I will also be covering arrogant ways of therapy that are formulated through sexual predators who want to get into a female's body, and these people only have the right to do that because they're wealthy and not because they're actually good people. I want you to know right now that nothing's perfect. If I want to make this video longer, it's gonna be longer, okay? But look, the trailer, the arrogance, the aerosol around you, the forms of love and light and living yourself doesn't make any sense. It's better to be an agnostic person, to be an atheist, and to be very careful about how you speak to people, right? And a lot of these women up in Northern California are really not intelligent. They're really evil and gross because they were raised to be like these like fake Earth beauties who are not real Earth beauties. Can I explain something to you? Okay, children of Earth, how many attractive female people do you think there is in this world? Why would you have a right to sit there and talk to me like I don't have any kind of depth? It's an arrogant form of training, right? On this channel, we're not going to be talking about forms of love. We're going to be talking about forms of frozen in time, sort of tactical intuitions that never got sort of brought to your attention, right? So you can do what you want. You can have what you want in some way, I guess, but it's not really what you want. No one's really going through life like angling themselves to be a sociopath. They're trained that way because their parents spoil them. People who spoil their kids over abundantly and give them so much wealth, they don't even have to care about anything else besides for like stupid animalistic urges or driving to their work every day or playing the same video games over and over again or cowering people who are say sentimentally inclined and enraged. The sentimentally inclined and enraged people are actually the most intelligent people, and the people who sit there and play the same game over and over again call them being comfortable no matter what. Those people don't grow as anything. They're sociopathic people with brain injuries, and they don't even care. So the channel is like this. It's channeling energy through forces of nature. Technical people and anal-intensive people are the most impressively narcissistic people, and they're not going to have any empathy. They're going to train themselves how to be scummy and have the same sort of you call it a prenup. A prenup is basically like when empathy is trained to be scummy and narcissistic and never to change. They're sadist people. Santa Barbara has a lot of sadist people in it, but the people there are more intelligent when it comes to their sadism. The reason why is because in places like that, the world is very clean and rich. And if they come around people who are dirty or people who have psychoanalytical, social pornography in their brain, they get really grossed out. They're basically like these agnostic hippie sadists who are like, we don't like the way you look. You look kind of weird, and maybe I don't feel comfortable around you, and my kids won't really like you because you're really like euphoric and peaceful, and you're just a kind of a creep. I guess I read the minds of people who are social construct empathy vampires, and I kind of gave them a social dick. I kind of said, dude, have fun analyzing me all you want, but at the end of the day, I'll analyze you, and I'll train myself to be a psychoanalytical force of love and empathy through training. On this channel, we do not forgive people who are sociopathic people who have convicted people of crimes that are false, that are, say, inductive to give them a very harsh treatment in a correctional facility. We do not forgive sociopathic people who poison their children with alcohol while they're pregnant and cause them to, say, be born with physical deformities. We do not forgive people who are socially inept, apathy trainers who want you to do stuff that's not conductive to your physical gender that you were born as. We don't forgive people who are sociopathic. We say go away. This is a channel for agnostic people. Agnostic people are social constructs. I will be covering a lot of formulated systems, modes, and constructs in decoding psychology. I will also be doing what are called art light time lapse videos. Eventually, I want to go into constructing an empathy for people who are artistic and people who are into viewing, say, what is called echelon art. Echelon art is a social constructed light force of nature that can be constructed into a temple granted. And when you see art, you understand the importance of human development over animal safety. I'm sorry, the people who abuse animals are not cool. And what I mean by that is they're socially inept in no way. They're sadist and they're psychotic and they're brain injured. So how about you treat the real horses of human development, like the scared people? Treat those people. Those people need the help, not the horse. The horse is not a psychotic person. Horses don't rape people. Horses also don't molest children. Horses also don't kill the other horses because they're jealous. I think if I should make a cartoon or something about like a talking horse who's like a sex offender and like breaks down and like goes and kills a bunch of people, his own kind, because he was like raped in prison. Yeah, that makes sense, right? I think social pedophilia is when pedophiles have power. Pedophile means a person who with a child's empathy. It means that you didn't develop over the age of like 10 years old. So your brain is going to say sex offender stuff to people. It's going to be like, well, I think that homeless people are need to go and get jobs. Like, I think you need to get a job out of like at nothing. I think maybe you should get a job as like a corpse. Maybe you should get a job as a coward who sits in a room all day. Because if you ever had a gun and a badge, I don't think that the world around you would be cool. Anyways, this channel is not your channel; it's my channel, and that's all I have to say. And empathy is trained to pursed up empathy in training yourself to spot a sociopathic person at all costs, so that you can run away from them because they are not cool. Anyway, I will also be covering some culinary etiquettes too, and some socially construct opinions on drug addiction and alcoholism, and formulating a structure to teach you how to correctly induce yourself with stuff that can help save your life in the future. Okay, because I'm not sociopathic, and I do not agree with people, and especially people under the age of 17, using marijuana incorrectly or in ways that's stupid. I agree that marijuana is good for people, but it's for people who have cancer, people who have dyslexia, people who have autism, people who are psychotic, people who are anxious all the time. It's really not for the sociopathic people who have healthy brains. Those people need to be going out and drinking some beer and building houses and like breaking down in a sort of way that makes them socially inept to sort of stop sociopathic people from taking too much power. Because those people are not intelligent. They're not Europeans. They're usually Hispanic, German. They're usually really not active in their algorithm. And some of them are like Iranian, but it's most of these people in the Middle East who are like sociopathic people who like have this idea America is a great country. It's not. America's gross, and that's the whole point of this channel, is to teach you how gross this country is, and how dumb the people are in certain areas, and also how train spotting is something that European people need to do, and also Interpol needs to come over here and take control of these of the medical system. Also, they need to take control of the United States government. They needed to basically infiltrate and trade places with people who are agnostic, sociopathic people who don't have any empathy for people who are sociopathic people, but who are highly intelligent more than they are, who are dyslexic, who are protocol savants. Those people are the most intelligent people, and those people deserve to have power. So, welcome to my channel, and welcome to your disgusting world, and welcome to me talking to you about how this world is not what you want to be in. You want to move over to Europe and get out of this country as soon as you can. It's all this is for is to brainwash you, and maybe you'll listen to what I have to say or not. Doesn't matter. Anyways, have fun with your life and have fun with everything, and I hope you get what you need.